Checkmate. See, I don't know why. See, it's not doing it now. Ayo, it's good, Aquarius. I don't know what happened earlier, but apparently I don't know if I brushed up against it or what, but my fucking mic was muted when I was doing my readings for for Gemini. Doesn't matter though. We here, so you don't have to be Aquarius sun sign for the messages. You have Aquarius anywhere in your chart. If you sorry. Oh yeah, I don't know, whatever. So either it resonates or it don't, Aquarius, because this is a general reading. So the messages can be for anybody or anything. Use your discernment the whole time. Just use your discernment. You can also be the villain in your own reading, because I'm reading for a whole bunch of people and not every Aquarius is out here doing the right thing. So just keep all that in mind too. So you know your own situation, you know where you're at, you know what you're doing. I would hope so, if you're like sane. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Aquarius. Parliaments. So smoking, somebody's a smoker. Cigarettes. Some not smoking cigarettes. Or it's smoking with cigarettes. Or somebody's kid is like bad as hell. Or somebody likes to smoke with cigarettes. I don't know. Somebody's name could be like Marshawn, LaShawn. Something real. I'm not gonna say urban because that sounds racist. I'm not trying to be like, you know, just the name is not suspect, but very, not necessarily ghetto. So I'm not trying to be funny, but somebody's name is not, you know, it can have something like Sean or something like that in it. LaShawn, Deshawn, Marshawn, whatever, shit like that, or somebody's son. I don't know why that matters, but somebody could have like a bad child, or somebody's acting up. It's not for everybody, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Or this is somebody that you know, somebody's like a neighbor's kids, or upstairs neighbors, downstairs neighbors. Somebody's a smoker too, like a cigarette smoker. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it is, you know. But it's not, as far as like, I'm not here to tell somebody don't smoke. You do, this is your life. It'd be best if you don't, but you do what you want. So let's go ahead and see what's good. Aquarius placements. So somebody can be broke. I mean, or something's broken. Dark to light, revolution, courage, fully engaged, forge ahead, liberation, stand up for the truth, bold. So some of you guys may have to stand up to someone. Could be anyone. Yeah. So, this could be opposing forces. So you may have people or something or someone, and this could be vice versa too, against you, especially if it has anything to do with like balance, like you being in balance. So pretty much meaning like you being emotionally stable, financially stable, physically, shit, I don't know, anything like that. Shit like that. Oh, okay. I was just wondering what he was doing, because he came and parked like literally right next to me. I don't know if he does that, because I'm literally out in like the most random spot. That's why I was like looking, I was staring at him in his eyes when he parked up. I didn't mean to do like that. I'm always like that though. He was probably like, I come in peace. I think he's just picking up trash around here, so that's fine. I'm just making sure because I don't like people just be coming parking up next to me, man. Okay, so you may have tried to be vulnerable with somebody. We don't with the Gemini. You don't have to. You could have been trying to be vulnerable with someone, and I don't know. I don't know if something just kind of got you. Now, I will say that you may not be trying to rock the boat emotionally. Like, you're not trying to get out of your emotional comfort zone. And that's something that is real, like, you know, like that's something you take real serious, or that's something that you're really like focused on, not being emotionally unstable in a situation or whatever this is. Now, something may need to be, maybe you need to be handled with care. I don't know if somebody, you know, I don't know if somebody is like, I mean, I'm not gonna say if somebody's doing this, but maybe you're fragile right now, and maybe you're sensitive, and this could be somebody else, and something needs to be handled with care. This could just be a kid, like I've said. I just don't know what the opposing forces is. I don't know if somebody's trying to knock you off your square or get you like out of pocket or get you unstable emotionally. I hope not. We got there's like a heart here, but it's like it's a glass heart. So maybe, I mean, something is breakable for sure. So this could be some type of connection. Maybe you're looking for transparency and you really want somebody, or vice versa, because I mean, people may say that Aquariuses don't care, they don't have emotions, this, all this other stuff. That's a lie. They actually probably care a shit ton, but they don't show it at different times. It really depends on what's going on in their life, especially females. Men, I don't know, because I don't really deal with too many Aquarius men. Never. Like, I don't even know many Aquarius period, especially men. So I don't know. But something needs to be handled with care, or you do. I feel like you need clarity, you need transparency when it comes somewhere. You need somebody to be open with you, or vice versa. This could be like how they feel, or whatever the case may be, or vice versa. You could be dealing with somebody who may be emotionally unstable, or have something going on, and you're just trying to figure out what's going on with them. Like their well-being, like mentally, emotionally. What's up? This could be you. Maybe you want somebody else to be like that with you now. Some of you guys, this is just like finances, or two different things. Some of you guys could be finances. You could be robbing Peter to pay Paul. Some of you guys are looking for you're looking for money. So you could be looking in all the right places. Hopefully not wrong places, but you could be looking like for new opportunities, new jobs, new gigs, new hustles, whatever, to make some money. Some of you guys, you're looking for another job. Maybe you already have a job, you're looking for a second one. You need that balance. Maybe you need that financial balance. You need your finances to be, you know, you need to feel complete, and that's understandable. Maybe some of you guys are aware that you need like more financial, like just more finances coming in. Some of you guys, it requires you to take a risk, whatever that means. It could definitely require you to get you out your comfort zone. This could be like you would have to do something that you normally wouldn't do. I'm not saying like you going out selling drugs, or you going out stripping or whatever. I mean, if you want to, but no, this could definitely be throughout the winter season. So you could be a Cap Aquarius, Cuspid Cap Vedic, Aquarius and Vedic, but you could have a lot of Capricorn chart. I don't know where. I don't have the cards out yet to really know what's going on. But we do got Pentacles here. You could be a match number 11. You could be a life path 2, life path 1. You could be a life path 5. You don't have to, but I feel like something needs to change regarding your finances. Or this is somebody else. Something about finances needs to change. Maybe it needs to be a flow, like of money, and maybe you feel like something's not flowing enough, like it's sporadic, or it's a little here and a lot there. It's like whatever. So it's definitely emotional. Go back to emotions. It could be making you emotional. It could be making you feel some type of way because your money ain't right, and your money funny. Especially if you got Capricorn in your chart. I understand. I definitely understand. So this requires taking a risk. The connection here, that could be anything. But this could also be you being transparent with a person. So it's like maybe you need to I mean, it could be a sensitive situation where you need to tell somebody, hey, look, money is tight right now, or it could be anything, and that could be something where it needs to be addressed, and maybe you don't know how to address that with somebody. I don't know what the apology is for, unless this is somebody being cold-hearted, or some type of like energy where, I don't know, maybe this is a situation where you being a little bit too real with somebody. Thank you, appreciate it. When you've been a little bit too real with somebody, and it requires you to be maybe a little bit more like sensitive to somebody's situation or whatever. But if they're coming to you for advice or something like that, they're coming to you like, what do I do? Whatever. This may be why you're being like kind of cold-hearted or insensitive, not because you're trying to be, but more so because like you want to hear the truth, right? You want me to keep it real, correct? Boom. Or this is vice versa, where somebody had to keep it real with you, and whatever the case may be. So I feel like something needs to be handled carefully, or whatever. Maybe somebody wants you to apologize for saying something to them while saying something to them about finances, or saying something to them about, could be anything. That was real random. Was he just picking up cigarettes or something? I'm confused. Doesn't matter. That was whatever. Anyways, we're gonna see, because this may not even be together at all. Heavy on the, yeah. Now this could also be a situation where like a wheel of fortune. Maybe luck is on your side. Things could be changing soon. Some of you guys may be needing to meditate more. You can do what you want, but maybe some of you guys have been looking into that, like how to calm the nervous system, and the central nervous, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That. We'll see, because I don't want to sit here and like, you know. So you guys can have Saturday in your chart. You don't have to. But I feel like, yeah, Aquarius, either you're the go-to guy or girl when it comes to advice. This could be like financial, this could be like emotional, or whatever, or vice versa. But if anything was going on behind the scenes, I feel like that's going to come to light. Some of you guys, you may have to hold the torch to something. Like, you may literally have to light a fire under somebody's ass just to get them to, I'm not saying you're doing it for that reason, but just to get them to, maybe to melt their heart. Somebody is or somebody's trying to do this to you, whatever the case may be. Something is like ice cold if somebody's trying to melt something, but this is glass though, so this shit's just gonna heat up. Now it can break if it gets too hot, so I don't know what the fuck going on. So this could also be like maybe financial freedom. Somebody may have a court situation going on as well, and that needs to be handled carefully as well, especially if it has anything to do with a kid. But if this is like a relationship, nah. I mean, yeah. But this could also be just like the start of something new when it comes to money. Finances keeps popping up too. And some of you guys, this can just be like, some of you guys need a break. You've been overworking, you've been doing double time, triple time, whatever. You've been doing a lot, and maybe you need a break to kind of reignite, or to be fully engaged in something. Now, some of you guys, if you went through some unjust ass shit regarding money, like this could be anything, scam, whatever, that shit, or whatever the case may be, yeah, that right there too is definitely significant for somebody. I feel like you're trying to get straight to the point in a situation, or something requires you to strategize, or it just requires you like a strategy. Heavy on this is mostly money. I don't know, maybe you need to negotiate like better pay or something like that. It's something. Some of you guys may have, central nervous system. Some of you guys definitely, I'm not gonna say ADHD, this could be a kid, or you, or whatever, or ADD, whatever. Some of you guys, you may need to talk to certain people, chat with certain people, talk to the right people. This could also be you needing to text or call somebody, talk to someone, or vice versa. It could be a lot of noise going on around you. This could be your kids. Some of you guys could be teachers, or something about a kid in a teacher situation that's a issue, or you're trying to like whatever. Some of you guys, this is like you're trying to get your kid into a certain school. Now this could be college. Now some of you guys, this is more so of like trying to get your kid into like daycare or some type of prestigious school, maybe for some of you guys, but big time on daycare, or maybe some type of school where it requires where you have to pay like a tuition or something like that. That's not college. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like, yeah, these boots were made for walking. Some of you guys, it's all about the money. It's all about skills, mastery. It's all about work. I don't know. The Pentacles. So this could be you going into business for yourself. Maybe you going back to school. I don't know. But this is like pursuing something here, your own path. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Some of you guys are exiting a job or exiting working, doing something, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever, hustling, because you're about to, it's like now it's time for you to do your own thing or some shit like that, or whatever the case may be. But this is like you taking the steps to that, towards that. My bad, this shit keeps twisting. But yeah, it's something that needs to be discussed. Now, this could also be making contact with the right person. And back to that nervous system shit. Some of you guys could be nervous about talking to somebody, calling someone, texting someone, or vice versa. Maybe they're nervous. Maybe somebody wants you on their team. Who had this? Emotional loss, conviction, fate. Maybe Libra? I don't know who had this. Somebody had this. The cross. I forgot who. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. I don't know why. But this could be where, like, in order for you to, some of you guys could just be saving money, but you could be saving money so that you can start a business or start something going, something that you're trying to get going, your own business or your own whatever. And talking to the right people is all I'm getting. Somebody could be kind of flighty with their communication, just flighty, period. But you can't control that. If somebody's being flighty, you don't have to deal with them. I don't know, maybe it could be a reason. I feel like you and somebody builds momentum, and then I don't know, maybe they chicken out, or they get flighty, or they dip out, or I don't know what the fuck they do. But now this could also be imminent danger, like a chain reaction, almost like a domino effect, where one thing falls through and then everything else after that starts falling through. I don't know what that's about, but it can be a situation where it's like talking to the wrong people, get you in contact with the wrong people. You know, it's like you talk to the wrong person, they get you in contact with another person that happened to be the wrong person. You know, when you call like a business, and I can get you over to that department, and then it's just a fucking loop. It's like you gotta. I did that the other day. I was on the phone, like, I'm trying to get in touch with They sent me back to the main menu where it was just like a big loop, and I had to keep explaining shit. I don't like doing that. But anyways, yes. Heavy on the finances, investing, money. That's mostly what I'm seeing for different situations, though. Different situations. Let's get into it real quick. But yes. Man, something requires equal reciprocity. Now, this could be you and somebody else putting in for a kid to be able to go to a particular school, or for you, this is like you putting in some money and somebody else putting in money. It's like going for you to go back to school, meaning like you put in money in either your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, or family or whatever, or financial aid. Plug it in wherever. Now, this could be just a home. This could be a home business as well, when you're trying to, see how you can work out of your home doing something. It could be anything, or working out of your home doing something, period, or whatever that means. Some of you guys are trying to, this could be property, this could be real estate. Anything could be a home, though, these days. I would know. But yes. Now, if this is for somebody in particular, if you have family living with you, you may have to have a tough conversation with them, because you need your space back, or you can't stay here anymore. I'm not saying it like in a mean way, or this is vice versa. Maybe it's time for you to like get your own place, get your own space, buy your own whatever, land, property, home, whatever the fucking case may be. Or you're telling somebody, hey, look, It was very nice having you here for a couple of months, couple of years, whatever. But hey, look, I'm moving, I'm doing this, or I want to turn that room into this, or whatever. And it's just like, they may have to go. The Five of Swords, they may not like what they hear though. Ten of Swords, somebody may think that, oh, how dare you portray me, Aquarius. I feel like you gave somebody, or vice versa, somebody gave someone a deadline, like, okay, you got 4 months, you got 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 years, I don't know. You got to figure something out. And if you know, by then I'm moving over here, or my lease is about to be up, or I'm moving out of the country, it's something where you're doing something and it requires somebody else to kind of like get cut out, and it may come off like somebody's being, you know, two-faced or sneaky, or one-upping somebody or a situation, but it could be because somebody actually cares about someone. But it's like, if I was to be nice, too nice, because you can't always, I don't give a fuck if it's family or not, sometimes being too nice, they'll be like, oh, Aquarius is kidding, they're not really gonna kick me out or anything. And then when you finally put your foot down or whatever, everybody, oh my god, how dare you, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, it's just like a whole domino effect. It's like, it's not like that entirely, but I told you this was the deal, you know. I've gave you this amount of time, whatever the case may be. You've been slacking, you haven't been listening, or you think I'm fucking playing, but I'm not, obviously, or whatever the case is. Now it could be where somebody's like fucking up the vibe in your establishment, or fucking up the vibe in your home, or vice versa. I don't know, just something could be off, and it's just like, okay. Whew, especially if you're a female, you got a man, and you got kids, and it's another female, or even if it's another man, I don't know, whatever the case may be, even if it's family, it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, doesn't matter. Deadline. You gave him 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 days, 11 days, 11 months. Oh, 11 months is significant for somebody, because I feel like somebody's lease is almost the fuck up. What you gonna do? What they gonna do? This could be you trying to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do. I don't know. Now this could be where a landlord is just like, I'm about to sell the property, or whatever, and you may have to find some other place to go, or something like that, or another place to be. You could have felt blindsided by this, or some of you guys already knew this was going to happen. Maybe you did have a deadline. Somebody's about to get out of jail too, and that's like a whole new fucking world. Somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're going to do, or it's like going to be like new to them. This could be a halfway house too for somebody, or rehab. That's not for everybody. Now, let's go ahead and get into the actual cards. But I mean, maybe you're like, sorry, but you gotta go, you gotta vacate, or vice versa. Somebody saying this to you. What is that? Five of Wands, which it came out reversed, but it flew on the floor. I'm not gonna take it, but this is where it's like, there should be no arguing, there should be no bickering, there should be no pushback, there should be no fighting. Excuse me, it should be nothing like that. So this could also be you avoiding the drama, avoiding the fighting, avoiding the argument, avoiding something. So I'm feeling somebody, if you're trying to keep it real with somebody and they just, you know, they refuse to go out, like they refuse to handle something like a grown-ass adult, or refuse to take criticism, or whatever the case may be, it's like, you're not going to react, you're going to respond, or you hope somebody responds and don't react, especially if it's coming from an emotional state, or vice versa. I don't know, whoever's doing whatever. But somebody doesn't want to fight, they don't want to argue, there should be no bottles being thrown, no shoes, or whatever, or somebody gets their shoes and whatever thrown out of the house. Hopefully it's not an eviction. This could be a squatter situation too, especially if you got property and somebody's squatting in that bitch. This may be something that you're dealing with too. That's not for everybody whatsoever. This is like a next door neighbor, or some other shit going on in a neighborhood. I'm sorry if you're going through the eviction and all this other stuff. Hopefully you're not the squatters. Like I said, just because I'm doing an Aquarius reading doesn't mean you're not the villain in your own shit. Hopefully you're not squatting. Maybe you feel like you have no other choice. Some people be feeling entitled and privileged. Like, no, I deserve to be here. I mean, hey. So what's up with this Two of Pence energy or Ace of Pence? You may have heavy Capricorn in your chart. Yeah, this is definitely careful. Like handling an investment carefully. I don't know what this is, especially money, especially when it comes to money, handling that. And there you go with the Five of Wands again. Are you done with a Leo? I don't know if you and a Leo just not getting along. Y'all been fighting, or somebody who got it in their chart. Could be. It doesn't matter. But it's like it could be a situation where you don't want no problems, but. And then it could be where finances are involved. Maybe, I don't know if you live with somebody, you owe somebody money, or money should be given, or somebody feels like someone is just kind of like living off of shit or some shit and not really doing much, not paying anything, not putting in on shit, whatever. Or vice versa, where somebody's staying with you, whatever the case may be, and they ain't putting in, there's no equal investments. It's like somebody's doing all the work, or somebody's putting in most of the money into the bills and the this and the that and whatever. Somebody could have an issue with someone, or want to fight, want to argue, maybe have something to say, and another person is just kind of, they don't want that though. I feel like it's like a peace thing. Somebody was like, calm down, like I'm not trying to be X, Y, and Z, however, I just need a little bit more time, or whatever this is. Somebody may have an issue with this, or somebody could be jealous of somebody else's stability. I don't know, but I feel like something is a delicate situation. Now, if somebody, I don't know if somebody is moving, or this is like somebody is a mover, like this is what they do, like business, work, whatever. Something could have happened with a person's, like, I don't know, something to do with glass, and somebody could be pissed. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, that's for someone. But yeah, I feel like something definitely needs to be handled with care. Now, I feel like the transparency and the clarity part. What the fuck was that? Oh, that was a bird. Ooh, what is that? Is that a hawk? Okay. It looks like one. That's not a regular bird. Duh, but whatever. Anyways, let me stop getting sidetracked. But this could also be where something could be a risk. Now, I got a couple of things for the risk part. It goes back to that glass shit too. But, Now, with the risk, for some of you guys, no, let me hold on. Before I go to the risk, let me go back to the transparency and the openness or the clarity. I really feel like somebody needs to be more clear about what they're gonna do, what they're going to be doing, because it's very. It's not like a situation where, somebody can just, the time is up. Let me just put, the time is up, meaning like, no, there's no more time. The deadline is now. What are you doing? What are you going to do? Like, it's very close. It's very fucking close. And we know how, well, I don't know about everybody, but I know how shit is when it comes to renting and all this other stuff, where you have to put in applications. You got to find a place, make sure it's the right place, make sure this, that, and third, make sure you got this, that, and it can take a while. So being ill-prepared is not a way to handle something. That's irresponsible. Now, I understand sometimes shit happens and they kind of have to do things on the fly. If you got ample of time to figure out what you're going to do, that's a different story. So maybe somebody had months, maybe 4 months or something like that, to figure out what are you going to do, what's going on. Dude, it just flew this way. I wonder if that was a hawk. No, it wasn't a hawk. It was something though, something that I don't see all the time. That was interesting. It flew like right this way. It just, whatever. Maybe somebody, it's time for somebody to fly. Maybe this could be a kid, or a grown adult kid, or whatever. Time for them to fly a coop, or I don't know. What are they going to do? Anyways, so this could be where somebody, the clarity and the transparency is big time key. Big time key. Now, let's go to the take a risk shit. I don't know if somebody's thinking about going in on an investment with somebody. It can be risky because somebody's credit is a problem. It's understandable, especially if it's about going in rent or going in with whatever. Somebody's credit is questionable. I'm seeing 300. Like 300s. I don't know what that's about. I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm everybody go through different things. I've dated somebody before who, I forgot. Oh, he was moving into a place, and the gas was on, or the gas stove was on, or something like that. He said he put somebody put a box on his gas stove burner and accidentally. I don't know how this goes, okay? Because I'm just sitting here like, you know how gas, stoves are. You gotta, you gotta push it in, turn it. Usually you can't just turn it. I mean, the shit's gonna come out, but the gas is gonna come out, but you can't turn it. It didn't blow up or anything like that, but it was like either they had leaned up on it and did something to where it turned and it came on. But he said it caught his kitchen on fire moving in, and he had to, I think he had to move out. I forgot what happened, but he said that really fucked up his credit badly. And this was years ago. Somebody dated years ago. And it really fucked up his credit. So ever since then, he had to move a certain way. He had to explain to landlords and people like that, especially people who own property, not just like apartment complexes, just like actual homes or whatever, own property. And he had to explain to them, like, this is the deal, this is why this is why that. And so that could be a situation with somebody of why their credit may be a certain way. It could be because of the situation they was in at a time. Okay, now it's not for everybody. But this take a risk shit, it could be multiple people involved, where people aren't getting along, or there's something to do with, like, it's odd energy. 5s are odd. It's an odd number. 7s is odd. That's an odd number too. So it's like somebody makes more than the other, got more stability than the other, maybe even 2 jobs. Who knows? And then another person is like, it's just less than. It's off. It's off, one person does more. Now maybe that's just how it's supposed to be, or that's just how it is, or I don't know if this is a relationship. I have no clue. It could be. I feel like this is a situation where, just money is involved. I don't give a fuck if you got roommates or whatever, but that's the situation. So it could be like, how are we going to handle this? I don't know if somebody lives in a 7-bedroom place, split up 5 ways. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Or live in a 5-bedroom place, split up a couple of ways. Yeah, how you going to address me when you don't own property? So somebody can be a Scorpio. Where am I from? I'm from some planet. Anyways, so, but yeah. Let's continue. So you want to continue to, Aquarius, there you go, King of Swords. You're serious about something, or vice versa. Like, this could be an investment where you're serious about going in on some investment, doing, making some type of investment on something, and you're just trying to figure out, you're being open with somebody, whatever, you're trying to figure out, okay, what do you want to do? You want to do it too? You want to go in on this? Somebody may not trust you, I don't know, but you're serious about it. You're in your own element. That's Aquarius right there, King of Swords. So you're in your right fucking mind. You're in your right mind. And maybe you have high standards. Maybe you're being strict. Could be you're being strict with your money, but this is like you got high standards, for something. Like, maybe you have high standards when it comes to a person or people. You're just like, you my bad, my nose is itching. You expect someone or other people or whomever to also be as serious, on the same page, want to equally invest, want to X, Y, and Z, whatever, because now we got the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That could be the issue. There's a lot of odd ass shit here. Somebody having more than the other. One person has 5 Pentacles, the other person got 2. I'm not saying anything wrong with anything like that. I'm not saying that somebody is broke. Somebody can just be broke. It's okay. Depending on the situation, maybe somebody's like, I don't have it, like, I'm broke, like, I don't know how much you expect me to put in on something, or what you want me to do. It really depends on the situation. I feel like somebody maybe somebody doesn't know that another person doesn't have much, or they only got two pentacles. Like, they could be living above their means. Maybe they may be living below their means. It doesn't matter, but somebody only has 2, while the other person has 5. So somebody already feels like, I don't even have enough as is, and you're already pitching pennies. You're pitching pennies too. So what can we do? Can we both put in on this? Like what's the best way to go about whatever this is? I feel like somebody needs to be vulnerable when it comes to their finances, what they have, and stop trying to make it seem like that they got it if they really don't, or whatever the case may be. Or if this is you, which is fine. I feel like that's a delicate situation. I understand. I wouldn't want anybody to know my financial situation if I've been working my ass off trying to get out of this, get out of that, work on this, work on that, all that. So this could be a business too, which is why I keep getting. So that could be a situation. Then somebody's trying to go, like, yeah, put money on somebody's book. Somebody definitely could be in jail. But if somebody's trying to go back to school, or this is getting a kid in school or college, I can see where maybe two parents, I'm not saying, I don't know if they live together or not, they could be arguing about money, like how can we afford to send whomever or whatever to college, to school, to this, to that, because it's expensive, especially if it's daycare for somebody. I don't know where the fuck you live. You must live in some inner city or somewhere, because somebody has to work, or I don't know. You ever try to pay attention to a 2-year-old while you're on a call the whole time? So somebody is feeling the lack. Somebody feels like. That doesn't mean that they are in lack, but they can be feeling the lack. My bad. I know it's like, let me turn it on, whatever. Somebody can be feeling the lack because it's like, somebody definitely could be like, I don't know if I can X, Y, and Z. I don't know if I'm able to. So this could be where something needs to be handled carefully. Finances. I just feel like somebody needs to be open and vulnerable about where their money, what the money situation is, where they're at. I don't feel like somebody's taking advantage of somebody. Maybe not. But somebody doesn't really know the severity of somebody else's like financial state. I don't know why. Maybe it's nobody's business. I mean, it could be anything. But if it's down to two people putting in on something, it matters. It matters because it's going to. This could be like also. What's that shit called? Because I did see a car earlier. It could be something like that. Like, this could also be like a co-signing too. You know, on something. A loan or this or that. No, it must have been that Nissan. Hair fun. Yeah. For somebody that's in school. Some type of schooling. Kid, self, like somebody going to school, back to school, whatever. Kid, or young adult going to college, something like that. Somebody could be graduating this year, and they're graduating this year, which is coming up real soon. Like what, 4 months? Yeah, it says something about 4. That's not for everybody. You know, somebody could have a 4-year-old, but I think they would be going to school by then, right? No, they start school at 5, right? I forgot. Whatever. I don't have kids, but I don't remember. It's been like fucking damn near 30 years since I've been 4. So. Yeah, books. Something about books or whatever. Either way, finances, financial institutions, banks, loans, schools, colleges, universities, all that shit is here. Now, there could be also competition of scholarships as well for somebody. I don't know. Maybe somebody really wants someone to put in the effort, to put in the best foot forward into getting as much grants and whatever before they start looking into loans and shit, because that right there is like, or at least scholarships or something, because loans is like maybe somebody's last fucking resort in some sort of way. I can understand that shit. You don't want no fucking APR that's 80%, even though I feel like that's completely illegal. I don't think that's a thing. It could be. But somebody doesn't want no APR that's like, you know, 36 or especially on something that's $70-something thousand or whatever. I really hope not. That sounds terrible. I don't even know if that's a thing. But yeah, I said something about books. You saw these books? The hair font? Yeah. Now, I don't know if somebody's getting married. It's a possibility. And there could be a lot of fighting on who's going to finance this shit, because I don't know. I've never looked at marriage like, oh yeah, let's go have this big ass, you know, unless somebody's trying to put on for whatever reason, fine, whatever. Me personally, no, I'm not interested. Let's take our asses to fucking Barbados or wherever the fuck, just us two. And then we can also have our honeymoon there too, and then come the fuck back and we're married and shit, everything's good. That's fine with me. All that other extracurricular shit is just a waste. Not, I mean, I guess you can also put your own shit together too, you know. Anyways, whatever. Let's go ahead and finish this up. So, you deal with the Scorpio, don't have to, but somebody may need somebody's forgiveness. Maybe somebody wants someone's forgiveness. My bad if I'm all like nasally and shit. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. Some of this Five of Wands real quick. Let's go ahead. Now, if somebody is like, if this is like fighting over property, or I don't know, somebody's having a state sale or something, a state or whatever, is like fighting over property, fighting over objects, things, stuff, you know, that's here as well. Yeah, monopoly. So heavy on the property and money investments and blah 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 blah. Now this could be big shit though. This could be like an outlet mall or some crazy shit like that. That's something different. And this could be where somebody wants a, you know, they're trying to open up a business like somewhere in a fucking mall or whatever, and it's a mill or something. Hermit. You be dealing with a Virgo, you have in your chart, don't have to. I feel like you silence. I feel like you can be telling people shh, like just that's the noise. Yes. I said something about noise. It's a lot of noise. And the noise could just be a lot of people arguing and this and bickering and going back for all this stuff going around. You're like, I need to think or whatever. It's like you really, it's like silence. You need to focus or something like that. It's just a lot of noise. Now this could be any type of noise. Maybe it's your own. You got a lot of shit going on mentally, like chatter, like should I do this, should I do that, you know, stuff like that too. So this is about going within, wisdom, whatever. Be wise in your choices in a situation where it's Five of Wands going on. You know not to approach that with the same energy. You don't fight fire with fire. I think we all should know that, even though sometimes you like, fuck all that, we about to fight that shit with fire. Do what you want, you know. But this is not a situation, I feel like you know this, to fight fire with fire. You don't go in swinging bonds because everybody else is doing it too, and everybody else is arguing and fighting and shit, so you might as well join in. No, this is not that. You're smarter than that. This is about you using your knowledge, what it is you do know, and what it is, whatever. Some of you guys are skilled at something. You know how to, thing or two about thing or two. So this is the perfect time for you to showcase whatever those skills are, whatever this is about. Aquarius. Some of you guys, this could be about like getting everybody to kind of like calm down, think clearly, you know, just relax. Especially if somebody's getting hyped, like you're like, hold up, like chill, like I'm not, you don't have to do all that. We don't have to argue. We can have a discussion or whatever. I don't know how deep that is though. You can also just ghost a situation because there's five and one person's not even fighting. They just happen to be there in case somebody comes at them. So this could be you where you're just kind of like, you're exiting a situation. You don't want to be there. You don't want to deal with this Five of Wands in the first place. So you guys be dealing with a Taurus, heavy Virgo. We also got Leo here. More Taurus. Heavy Taurus, Virgo, Leo. You have it in your chart. You're dealing with it. Doesn't matter. But yeah. Some of you guys may have a headache. You be drinking a lot or drinking to numb the pain. That's for somebody. Some of you guys can have a hangover. I don't know what for or what about or why. All right, so what's up with this five of not bad. This five of I want to say wands. What's this? What's this five of wands? want. That's that meditation shit too. Something that you're trying to keep shit balanced. And then you got the emperor here too. So yeah, okay, your power. Yeah. You don't have to be a man. You can be a man. You can be dealing with a man. Either way, either if you're not a man, you're a woman. This could be like masculine energy, balancing that shit out. Because some of you guys could have been in your masculine energy for a situation or when it comes to a situation. And some of you guys, you just be dealing with a masculine. You don't have to. Or just masculine energies in general, and it's just like all this testosterone getting thrown around. You're just like, I want no parts of that. Whatever that's about, you're just like, yeah, I'm ignoring all that shit. I'm ignoring these men. I don't know if somebody's like on a podcast or they gotta ignore these guys or some shit like that, because that's for somebody as well. I'm gonna leave that alone. There's no communication. Somebody's not talking. I feel like this is you. You're just kind of like, you're null and void of the situation. You have nothing to say, or vice versa. But anyways, I feel like this is a situation where equality is key. So if I don't know if you're offering something to someone or somebody's offering something to you, but you must be aware. It's got opposing forces. Why is something opposing? What's this? I'm almost done with you, Aquarius. My bad. Whoa. Two of Cups in reverse. If it's about integrate, how the fuck you gonna integrate when motherfuckers is not close? So this is more so like a feeling incomplete, but when it comes to, it's like I don't know if you and somebody just not getting along, you're not seeing eye to eye, or you're not close or somebody's not friendly or being a friend, or what's one more card for this Two of Cups? Let's see what's up. Yeah, okay. You could be done with the Aries. Heavy Taurus here. Heavy fucking Taurus has been popping up, but I feel like somebody could be it could be the energy. I feel like somebody's coming in a certain way. You're just like, no. It's fucking up the vibes, your vibes. I don't know what this energy is. I don't know if this could even be a female coming in masculine energy. You're like, even if you can be a man or woman, doesn't matter. Somebody's coming in kind of like in a way where I don't know if you don't really, it's something about you don't like the approach, because it's very flighty, it's very quick. I'm not gonna say quick like that. I'm tasting peppermint. It's very flighty. It's very like here 1 second, and then it's like I don't know. Maybe you just don't like the approach. I don't know what this got to do with it. It could be because it's fucking up your vibe, or you don't like when shit moves you in a way where you're not able to. It can move you in a way where you're not able to like stabilize the energy. It could be all over the place. Maybe it fucks your energy up. It could be something like that. I don't know if this is a man when they get too close, or I don't know what the fuck is this about. What is going on? It's somebody's energy. It's the sun though, so you don't like happy people. What's going on, Aquarius? I don't feel like this. You're not even here, which means to me you may not be an Aquarius sun sign I'm talking to. I haven't had a lick of Aquarius in here. You're not an Aquarius sun sign I'm talking to. You got Aquarius somewhere in your chart though. Or this is just a situation going on around you, or this is somebody else shit and this is happening around them and you just happen to be like a bystander. However, I don't know if it's just you just don't trust. You don't really take kindly to somebody's energy, or you don't trust somebody. I don't know if somebody's being too fucking nice, or too happy, or too excited. Some of you guys feel like that's a red flag. I don't know. Maybe like there's no way somebody can be that fucking happy and excited and shit. Maybe you don't trust something. You don't trust the fact that somebody is way too nice, or they're way too like they go with the flow. It's just too fucking. Maybe somebody knows. Maybe you're like this. Somebody's like, no, Aquarius being nice and happy and nah. What the fuck going on? What you want? Some of you guys, I don't know what the hell this is. That's funny though. Some of you guys, you're not trusting somebody's like niceness, or somebody's being a little bit too accommodating or some shit. You're just like, maybe you feel like somebody's a player, but they're coming out as a emperor upright. I mean, that doesn't mean they not a player. I mean, they can play around but still be, respectfully. They can come and be like, hey, I'm a player, like, so they're not going to play games and play in your face, and really they're a player behind your back and shit. They're not trying to save face. They're trying to show a side of them that they're not. Somebody will come up to me like, girl, I'm a player, I got hoes, or I don't fucking know, whatever this is about. So you feel like something's a red flag. I don't know why. It's like maybe you're just not close enough to somebody, or you just won't allow somebody to get close because you just feel like, the energy is off. But they're Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, the Sun. This could be a Leo. You feel like somebody is just way too accommodating or nice, or I don't fucking know. And then here you are. Finally you come out, the Star. You still didn't come out though. I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but here it is. It's something that you want, and you feel like, let me meditate on this real quick, or you need to get centered. It could be a situation where somebody throws you off emotionally. It's almost like you're really feeling somebody, but you won't allow yourself to, or somebody else won't allow themselves to, now if it's not that deep, it's like somebody is just somebody's not allowing someone to show them that I'm a good person, you can get close to me, it's okay. I don't know what the fuck this is about. And then we got the Two of Cups that I just seen. So I don't know why this even matters. This is like something completely different. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I feel like you want somebody to come in just right. Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe you feel like somebody is just, they too something. Or this is somebody else that's like rejecting or ignoring your cup. Either this is something that gets exposed, or this is like, I don't know if somebody's playing games. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's causing like a rift, or it's causing you to not feel close or not want to get close to somebody because they're keeping you at an arm's length. They keep you at arm's length or some shit. I don't know what this is about. It's gonna be a Sag. Leo is here. Heavy Sag, Leo, Aries, Taurus. A little bit of Cancer here too. I don't know. I don't know. Some of you guys, because you're not here. Like I said, this could be going on around you. Some of you guys is your child's fathers, your father figure. This could be some man, the masculine energy, doesn't matter. But somebody's keeping somebody at arm's length for whatever reason. I feel like somebody's just not trusting that somebody has somebody's best interest, or they're not trusting somebody's energy or how they coming in based off of, I don't know if they've been hurt before. You've been hurt. I'm not going to get on that because I'm tired of hearing about that shit. Everybody's been hurt some way, some shape, some form. Some worse than others. We get it. Boo-hoo, stuff like that. Figure it out. Get the help you need. Do what you need to do, etc., etc. Now, this could just be a situation where somebody, you don't like that somebody can fuck up your emotional stability. That's something that you're just like, I don't have time for that. I don't need that energy around me. Maybe you really you feel like that's a red flag or something, where if somebody can fuck up your emotional state or how you feel, or get you kind of out of pocket or out of your emotional comfort zone. Didn't I say that shit earlier? That was like one of the first things I said. Anyways, this has been real. I'm out. I feel like there's judgment here, but I feel like this is you either calling somebody out, or this is you, like, maybe you're judging somebody, or you're judging a situation. I don't know. Or you're just looking for the red flags in any and everything and everybody. And I understand, especially if the energy is like, it's something that you're not used to. Whatever that means. Alright, it's been real. I'm about to get out of here. And I think I can do one more. Let's see. Yep, I got plenty of time. So let's see who else we got. I still got Cap, Leo, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, and I'm gonna do Gemini again because of what happened with their reading. You gotta skip all the way halfway through the fucking video to listen to it because I didn't know the shit was muted. My bad. What's going on? Oh, it's just a bunch of retracted shit. I'm not focusing on that. If somebody want to talk, you can talk in the fucking chat. That's fine. I just don't respond to dumb shit. I don't respond to personal shit. If somebody asking me personal shit or dumb shit, I will not respond. That's just how I feel. Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for you to get to know me in real life. Like, no. I'm sorry, I'm not like everybody else, but it's just like, oh, let's meet up and be friends and cool. Like, no, because that's not a thing. Not to me. Most times, it's not. Fuck all that. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I just want to be a messenger for people who need it. When we on here, we on here. When I get off of here, you go back to your life, I go back to mine. Woo, that's good, ain't it? It feels good. All right, it's been real, Aquarius. I'm out. I'm gone. I'll see you guys on the flip. Hopefully somebody got something out of the messages. And we're going to see who's next. All right, it's been real. Appreciate the likes and stuff. Hit them up.